Hey, Tarnished, Merc, Kapong, how the opening's treating you, bud? Still going strong? Not that Paul. Happy Friday, dude. How long does a standard kick ban last? Well, a little bit longer now that you've asked. Standard rate supply. It's tough fish. You hate to see a good guy asking the wrong questions around here. Trucker Johnny, you're working here. I'm streaming here. You think it'll be a close match, Merc? Do I think that Mara wins against Nerlin? I think whoever embodies the circle better will take the dub. Nerlin is a strong player, but a late addition. I could see him going astray. Yeah, does that say something about you or about others, Sad Rabbit? Well, it sounds like the agency is taking it seriously, at least. Sounds like you're prepping him accordingly. It is a big slot for one of your fighters. Well, well, well. DJ Asios. What's up, brother? How are you, Asios? It's me, Barty. Just getting started. How are you? Big Leafs game tonight. I will be keen and tuning in. I don't know if I do, Big Mac. I'm a more refined man now. Boring, old. So, do I miss it for now? No, but maybe do I miss it then? Well, that's possible. Just opened the first can of beer for the weekend, Asios. Oh yeah, it is. It's beer time there. That's right. I forgot. It is beer time there. Officially. Hello to Tim. Hello to Chill Friday Tim. Choose shoot. What's up? Why does it say you're 99.9% when you only rated 2000? Has that ever been different? That sounds pretty normal. Remember, chess.com, like if you have a ton of accounts rated like 400, like a brand new account, it's going to bring the average way down, right? So you're going to have people constantly making brand new accounts and then just like not playing on them, and they're going to count towards the total, like the distribution. I don't know about that, Big Mac, but it was a good time in COVID for sure. E3. I guess just night here. Yes, humble bragging. Is everyone's chess.com percentile changing? Is chess.com experimenting? Maybe I'm in the bottom 1% now. Well, boys, we're in the 99.9th percentile, so looks like you're all chatting out the side of your mouth. I don't see any difference here. Once again, an epic troll from the chat. What is it here? Knight move d5, something like that. A little bit, Merc. You know, our habit, building habits. We usually start off with that. What matters is if you're higher or lower than Tim. Noted, noted. We measure in terms of units of Tim. What's your ELO? You know, 1.5 Tims. What's your ELO? 1.87 Tims. Some people aren't even an entire Tim. Some people are 0.5 Tims. It's tough out there for them. Tim dipped below 1600 yesterday. Okay, never mind. I'm closing in on 2 Tims then. Interesting pawn takes, eh? Tried this. I guess we're ready to play e5 maybe. Bishop here. I feel like we're supporting the knight pretty well. Hello, Lolly. Well, Stoic, I'm sure the commentary is just live as a VOD on chess.com, right? A live YouTube stream, however that is. In what language? Papa Lass. I hope so. Sleazy. That would mean that we're probably doing well if we have time for all that. So, hopefully, yes. Rook e1. Guarding e4. I guess maybe we were intending something like that. I think I like knight here. I'm wondering about bishop here. Take. We have that one. As soon as you go here, start to think more about this move. But if you go here, not only is this one a bit more possible, but also knight c6 comes with a few threats, and we don't get to enjoy those otherwise. Like knight here, I'm kind of wondering what's the next plan. c5's no good with a knight on d7 normally. So what are we really doing there? Holy! St. Louis Chess Club. Thanks for the raid. A friendly chess raid. Welcome, guys. You didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up to have you watching, but yet here we are. Let's see if we can both come to terms with the new arrangement. H6. H6. I'll play it. I find this move annoying enough. This is a bit better now that this move is played, but I think we have enough threats in the position and do stuff like this. So I will take the time for this. Again, not sure if it's the right thing to do. I definitely think this knight should be committed somewhere by now. It's a very common position, Guppy, I would say. The double pawns, you know, we've traded. Very, very classic. This sounds like the type of music Asios would be listening to. Like it's got that northern pace to it. Kick bands, Sam. Kick bands. So here, at least knight b4 is covered. So it's a kind of useful move for that reason. Don't worry, they wouldn't be escaping that early, Sam. Think we've gone soft around here. $2620chess.com. Is that really exciting, Lolly? You're a strong player. I'm sure you've beaten people higher than that. Unless you mean over the board. What are we doing here? The knight needs to move, and I'm not really sure which square to move it to. I'm probably gonna end up going here. Yeah, I'll choose this one. We're gonna have to put up with a4 here. I'll play a5. Yeah, a4 is a pretty annoying move. But we'll go a5, and I like putting the bishop on c6 in those positions. Yeah, this move makes sense. At some point, you know, the knight just appears here and goes to that square. So I would say that's definitely what you should be doing. And the knight can pretty nicely retreat here, actually. No, they're almost always 3-0 in Nerlin. They're basically never 3-2. But we were watching some matches featuring our senior Eddie Barber yesterday. So exceptions made. It's coming, Sleazy. It's coming. Believe me. Bishop C8 is saying hello soon. Yeah, there needs to be imaginary internet points. Otherwise, what are we doing here? Like, why am I playing this game? It's all about the imaginary internet points that we could score. Nothing else makes me happy. At least the rook is on the square. I would expect the knight to potentially retreat to. Hmm. So he doesn't take, which makes sense. Maybe we just repeat here just to see what's up. I say repeat because I just assume he's a low rated player, so he will repeat naturally rather than capture. It just tends to be the case. But maybe he captures here. I can't say that knight g6 is a particularly strong move, but it's just my expectation that he'll probably repeat. Here, and I mean, I guess rook g3 is coming. We have the king going here. Uh, I'm excited, Bazmaniac. I am excited. Annoying to have to play on a worse position for a win, but here we are. The power of being lower rated. Well, it really shouldn't be a terrible position, Sam, because normally, objectively, white is the one who shouldn't be able to repeat. But I agree with you. That's not the case here, so I agree. Hello, Aiden. Any chess lately, buddy? Thank you, Alex. Okay. He's playing on. Respect, respect. I definitely wouldn't have repeated, so I'm not sure it would have mattered too much, but do we play c5? We don't have much time. I suppose we do. I really don't like it. I'll start with a normal looking move. Definitely expect this. Bishop c8, perhaps. Basically, if I play c5, d5, I feel like this just happens. It's not great for me. What I'd rather, well, first of all, I'd love for him to just play d5. Wait, what? What? Okay. Okay, I don't know what just happened there. But the move d5, I do find a little bit suspicious. Should I just name the things I want here, Ralph? Is that how we do it? I think White's not really playing the most accurate moves now. It's just kind of going. And that's reassuring to me because I think it means our position is destined to improve slightly. I'll play this not because it's a great move, but I'm kind of getting a sense of how my opponent's playing here. I kind of want to take that, but yeah, I think probably taking that should work, but we just don't have the most time here. He'll take with the bishop, of course. We only have 15 seconds, but our position is definitely improving. Take, maybe bishop to g4. Oh my god, what the huh? This is just insane. This guy's just wild, man. What the what's happening here? I feel like people are not very experienced in actually flagging or something, because this was just like he went absolutely ballistic. It's like he's never tried to flag before, or he's never like played some like. I mean, bishop takes knight is better for black, but reasonable. I'm just so confused by what we saw. Who in their right mind would ever allow knight takes a whole piece and then taking a rook? You're down a whole rook. And then like this pawn, like the bishop's gone, everything's gone. I'm so confused by that. I guess he thought he would flag this position, but seems very unlikely. I don't know. That was very, very weird because every move that he made was basically making his winning chances worse. And I feel that he thought he was making them better. So this is what I meant. I could just sort of feel around here that he kind of stopped playing the game. It was right around here. As soon as he started making king h1, queen c1, I immediately knew he stopped playing the game and he was just trying to flag, which put me at ease because, I mean, yeah, even his follow-up moves, h4, like he created the attack for me. He kind of did it himself. So, a bit fortunate there. So yeah, you know, a bit of a lazy Lazy first game from us. Slow for sure. But we take those. It is hard to flag with no pieces, yeah. Do you slip up and tilt after? I mean, I don't really know what the tilt could be about. Nothing seemed like slips or tilts in this game. It just seemed like a player who's inexperienced with flagging trying to flag. Just because I have 15 seconds doesn't mean you can hang a full bishop, hang a full rook, hang a pawn, hang a bishop, lose your queen. Like, these decisions are of an inexperienced flagger. That's for sure. So I think that's all that was happening there. Exactly, sleazy. That's the way I saw it. The classic turn the brain off and go to flag. But the brain needs to be on. When you're flagging, I mean, it's a real skill. Brain's got to be on. TVAB Twitch, thanks for the 16 months with Prime. Baz, this is where we hold them, buddy. Tonight, the Leafs. Definitely not the best game for me, but my first game is usually pretty sluggish. So we'll take that. I received word that our very own Mr. Mannered Monkey is registered for the DreamHack event. Yes, go Dallas and go Mannered Monkey. Yep, that's right, Baz. That's all that's needed. 47 months, Badkins. 003. Almost 4 years. Thank you, Badkins. DreamHack Dallas, yes. There's also a GeoGuessr event happening there. I'm good with that, Orwell. I'm good with that. I haven't heard anything on the inside, Bazmaniac. We ride with Wool at the moment. Maybe it's the type of thing where, you know, if Wool can get us through this series, Stollers might be back for the next, but I haven't heard further. How do you get unbanned on Kick? Well, very likely play better chess. We don't know for sure, but it's quite possible that the reason you banned is because you lost a chess game. Hypothesizing here. That's correct. Mr. Curry, yes. Unfortunate. Your representative lost. Oh, that's brutal. Yep. You know, be around the industry long enough, you'll learn to represent yourself, hire better, learning experience. Korean food is great. You're going to enjoy, my friend. You're going to enjoy. That's right, Guppy. I figured there'd be a plug coming in. A sales pitch. But it's nice to see that the cells are full. This does make me happy. Even Ralph, you know, you think of Ralph, you think of an upstanding citizen, but Ralph himself is also occupying a bed. Is that why you keep going back to him, Tim? Let's be real. Think about it. You keep going back to Rui because, you know, it's the thrill. He makes it exciting. You wouldn't want a standard representation. Whether you're willing to admit it or not, your buddy Rui is making it compelling. Nice to get this pin in. I guess we just take this. He has a bishop, so it'll never be stalemate. At least we double the pawns there. That's something. I don't mind this move because we should win this pawn now. B pawn is hanging, but I think we're making other threats here. Rook e4, we can go here, and then what's happening here? We'll give a couple checks. Some random moves. Basically playing a Philidor here. Definitely a weird move there. There is knight d4, but I mean, it's not the end of the world here. We can't actually play that, so I think we got to go here. Try to get some pawns on the right color squares. C5. I guess we have to go here. Damn, these bad pairings. We need a more normal opponent, but they don't play for very long. Once in a while, you'll always just drop a random game to a weak player, and it'll be worth as much as like one game against a strong player. It's so bad, but I'm stuck because I'm sitting here looking for a game forever, and there's just no game. So eventually, you just have to play all these 2600s, and it's like the worst odds because yeah, I mean I'll adopt probably 90% of them, but not always, not all the time. Just statistics. You're 1650. Wow, that's it. Now is a great time to ask. After my current rant, you picked the opportune moment. That's what I was looking for. An even lower rated player. $27.88. Because I feel my chances of beating someone like this are a little bit better in terms of the odds. Think we could let's take this way. I think this is just gonna happen. It's nothing we can do about it. Yikes. We have to just let it happen, I think. That decision was very weird by him, but okay. That was another very strange move. Oof. Pretty bad move, bishop f3. I definitely didn't expect it. But yeah, I'd much rather be playing. I mean, this is still terrible and +4, but I'd much rather be playing this than +1 because I think this is still someone we can beat pretty easily. Takes me a while to get used to people's styles, though. I'm very good at that. Should already be a pretty good position. There will be some kind of like rook b1 move we just have to watch out for. Yeah. Very typical. It's almost theory at that point. You just have to wait for it. It'll be there. It's the only attempt. '94. Probably b5. I was gonna go here, but I actually can't do that. That should actually win. I have to go here. Hmm. This really sucks to play like this, but I felt that I needed to defend that. I'll play queen here. I'm assuming a5. Otherwise, I'll maybe take it. Yeah, it's not a great move. It's also stalemate. So unlucky. I had to move something. I mean, again, free win. Probably A4. Definitely a guy we should be able to beat 10 times in a row, but we're not playing like it right now. Bolt Mercenary, thanks for the 58 months. With Prime. Happy Friday and go Leafs. Defile, what's up, man? Welcome in. We want to trade the light squared bishops here. I don't want to help the pawns, so obviously we didn't take that. I think I should take this way. Maintain the possibility of an outside pass pawn. Okay, now we should play b4. Create two weaknesses. And then we attack both of them at the same time. Take that one. I don't know if we can take that. I'm just going to go here. Looks safer. Yikes. I think it should be taken. Okay, it doesn't take it. It's pretty good. Yeah, we definitely have a very good position here. Oof. Change the opening, I guess. Don't think. We'll just keep avoiding this trade. Man, it's always like the same end games here. I know what you're doing, bud. We go here. Actually, just this. I think just this. Does this really work? He's going for this rook a7 line again. He did have knight d6, which is the main reason I didn't spot the free material I had. Okay. Queen d2 is happening. Brazilian monk, sure. Is this a power song? We're gonna skip right to it. We need it. We need it. Okay. What's happening here? He wants to take. I guess we have to do it. We'll probably lose this, but we can try to hang on to it for a sec. This is a good pin at least. Short-lived, however. It's just too hard to play with the queen. We're doing really well in these positions, but it's too hard to play with the queen. Oh, this would make sense. This would line up. The guy gets a draw and a win in a row after getting blanked. And it's time to go to the gym. Rating whores, all of them. I mean, yeah. I don't think he's ever going to score better than a draw and a win back to back. So I understand. But this is why I end up playing 2600s, dude, because there's just no one to play. The second they get a win, they're just gone. It's just so weird. It's so weird. Everyone seems to have the same approach. Well, tough Brazilian monk. Looks like your song has a 0% win rate. One game, one loss. It didn't have to be this way. I blame our opponent here, Brazilian monk. He knew we were switching the song, got the win, and now he's running. He just had to go, yeah. He didn't have to go before then, but he had to go right exactly then. For the Leafs game, more on. That's what I recommend. The guy just wants the white pieces, man. Maybe some queen b3 move there. Do we just take it? It simplifies, so why not? Rook c4. I think we may as well just play this endgame. Let's go find position. Should be a win. Can't even go there. Uh, yeah, this loses a piece. Maybe not. Take, bishop c7. No. Jackham9, thanks for the 2 months with Prime. Honey NF, the same. Prime sub for 9 months. Thank you. This person should be a lot easier to beat, but we're playing very slow. At least comparatively. Maybe he's just insanely fast. I mean, there's just knight takes there, so. Man, everyone's the exact same. This guy got a draw and a win. He's probably not going to get more than that. He's gone. Like, you see the struggle here. Like, nobody's actually playing. They get a lucky win, a lucky draw, and they're just gone. Of course, he plays another game because he's like, okay, I could get another win, another draw. But the second I lose, and it's like maybe I lose in a bad way or a clean way, it's like, okay, well, I'm good then. It is such a struggle, man. It's just not even interesting playing these games. That's why we'd be doing speed runs. The intrigue in just grinding the games is definitely going way down. At least at this level, like no one's playing. If they are, they're playing like one or two games. Not very intriguing. There is a new video today featuring Eric. Featuring Eric raging. Actually, featuring you guys, which explains the rage. Hello, Sinisia. Tash, it's just the classic, the party playlist. So nobody in the pool? Pretty much no. And when there is, like, it'll just be 2600, so. It really does take me a while to figure out who I'm playing, like their style. If I was able to do that quicker, then I gotta go back. I'm confused. I'm confused. '95 for sure. Yeah. Optimistic by me. He took it. Dude, taking that pawn is nasty. Why would he take it? This is what I mean when I say it takes a little bit of time to get used to players. Like, this guy's very beatable. Don't think we should have traded rooks there. Fuck. Dude, this is just such a random move to play. It's brutal. Don't think he's playing well. Dude, I mean, these are like, this is crazy. To make a draw up a piece is so nuts to me. Up a piece, even time, but of course he's happy to make a draw and stop playing. He got his win, he got his draw, he's done. I mean, this is someone I would expect to beat maybe 8 games out of 10 comfortably. Surely you can at least appreciate how uninteresting it is to play these matches. Like, it's just over and over. The same guy, they play like 2 games. They get a lucky win and they're gone. That like AI remix of that song is so bad. Damn. Kind of annoying. Don't know if I trust that move. Knight on d6 is usually a good defender. Should be good for white once again. He does have this. There's knight d7, but rook c8. I guess technically this is a free pawn. Like this is the move. And we can do this, and now we've defended it from a more active position. Yeah, I can never take that though. Hello, Bill Clapp. Strong lurking presence from Bill Clapp. Go, Bill. Can we take this? The answer is yes, but I will refrain. Bill's been lurking and clapping for a long time. Let's put this knight here. Let's bring the king over. Definitely worse, but can win just on time. Aosu, thanks for the new Prime sub. We had 103 months from Bill Clapp. Charts and Leisure, nice name. Thanks for the 7 months. Not sure I care for that move. H3 generally means this knight is quite decent here. Not sure I understand that. Queen b6 would have been better. We don't have to blunder f5, but we chose to here. Mm-hmm. I guess we're taking that way. A5 hanging. Okay, so that's good to get a trade in. And I think what? So he actually doesn't have any. He has one check, and then the rest is covered. So he'll do it anyway. Okay, so he's down a move right now. Just fully down a move. Yeah, we're in trouble. Mm. Yikes. Oh my god, what the hell is that move? There's also that. I didn't even know like how to react. It was so bad. Key whiskey. Thanks for the raid. Okay. This is this is worth the 10-second time odds to make sure to shout that out properly. 340. Welcome in, gang. What do we do here? Well, probably take for a start. This is just mates. That is just mates. The rook a2 was a little bit lucky, but we've got raid power here. We can't lose. It's impossible. We'll see if this pays off. Didn't want to let that pawn drop. Pawn's hanging. We should be able to claim the open file. Yeah, he has rook e3 there. Okay. Could have been a bad mouse slip. Holy cow. Did not plan that. Flustered. Definitely did not mean to do that. Okay. Sure. A5 is almost an idea. Let's keep the material. B4 is a bad move for sure. Because we have this, so he has to play that. No. can just do the exact same. Like I'm just checking him, making another move, check him 2 times, make another move, check him 2 times, make another move. Eventually, you must lose on time there. Because I know when I'm going to check and you don't. Which one, Tommy? Paco El Taco. Thanks for the 6 months with Prime. Pierre. At least we're on a win streak here, Pierre. Can't be missing 20 subs like that. Thanks so much. Pierre Abelard. You had a crazy raid from Key Whiskey. The Kiwi PFP. Going strong. Ballpark for all. I don't know what you mean, Tommy. Are you talking about Mauro Nerlin? The one and only? El Clasico? CW, thanks for the 5. Pierre, how goes it tonight, buddy? I just warming up on Twitch here. Will there be a fight night later? No. We'll see it, Guppy, won't we? Yeah, we slacked a little bit, Pierre. Apologies. CW blessed us with the 5 subs. We slacked a little bit on the VODs, but they're back up now. You'd like to get farmed by me and you're 2,500. Does that work? Nope, unfortunately not. You're gonna have to come back as at least 2,650 to present your offerings to the court. That's what you love to see, Tesh. Straight to business. Tim, can we count on you in the Leafs booth this evening? There's been rumblings of a Pacers Leaf allegiance. Just what I've been told. Hello to Creamy Elite Sauce. Friday Geo Enjoyer Creamy. Have you seen Creamy? There's more people playing Geo in the Discord. Bullseye games. I don't even know what that is, but I guess the name, you can make an inference there. Glad to see it, Creamy. Glad to see it. Looks like our buddy's done here. For the fans here, surely in a rapid game, E5 is smart, intelligent. I cannot do a backflip, no, and I hate myself for it. If only could have been as big as speed if I'd practiced the flips earlier in life. Cartwheel we can do. Those ones we can do. Well, we know that Brandon can do a handstand. That's one thing we do know. Technically, I think we should have done that. You live and learn. Don't think it makes a big difference, but to be technically playing the right moves. CTJ, next chess gym class. It is 12th. So Monday. Bishop back to e2, surely. And then I guess f4 is coming. Is that because they won't let you in, Tommy? Do you just desperately want to be part of the circle? Is that what we're learning? Bishop g7 drops this pawn. I assume f4, but it does. Bishop takes. Might play rook d8 and then bishop g7. There's an idea. He does take with the queen though, so it feels like we want to go bishop g7 here. There's bishop h4. We have knight g6. Gonna go for it. Playing the biggest show of your DJ career tonight. I didn't know you had a DJ career, Creamy. Is that your DJ name? Creamy Elite Sauce? So we got to go. I mean, we don't have to, but here. And then this one doesn't look like it does much, but I thought we could play bishop takes. And then maybe take on b2. I don't think this is anything special, but big chillin', JKA. Big chillin', brother. Yeah, knight takes e2 previously. I wasn't sure because knight takes there. No, probably we're not playing the top line, but you know, a2 is loose here. So if I can take on a2, all of a sudden we have an outside pass a pawn and two bishops ready to escort it. So do we take on a2? Taking on a2 is such a cheese ball move. Taking on a2, like who the hell takes on a2? You know, what a what a weird move. E5 there, kind of threatening rook b4, bit annoying. We got to do it for the people. I think we tried this. Yeah, rook d8. I do think could have been better there. Interesting. We have rook h7 if we want to play defense, but I don't even know if we do. I mean, okay, we castle. E5 is going to happen, guaranteed. That's not necessarily the best. So I guess rook h7. Rook h7, bishop g6. First of all, I think we could probably take it, but also rook g7 there, so not terribly concerned. Let's see. No, I don't necessarily feel like I trust this. e5 is happening. Gotta go e5, I think. And then I figure, do we do this? I think we got to get our a pawn going because I feel that he's going to have enough threats to crash through soon. Not yet, but soon. So I'm thinking like rook f6, like he's like going to try to threaten e6 maybe. Stopping rook b4, which was the main threat, I think. Maybe there's this. Didn't really get that far. Okay, well, there goes our pawn. Definitely underestimated that. Fortunately, a pretty big problem. Mainly because if I castle, the rook ends up going to c7 later, so Not really sure we have any options here. Yep, this is a definite problem. I think we're just lost, unfortunately. Didn't see c4. I guess we should play b5. Uh, Yeesh. I don't have a move, so I think we're just taking the loss now. After taking rook e7, and this is mate, so we kind of have the castle. Then there's rook c7. And then king d7. I mean, bishop g6. It's all completely lost. Brutal. Have to allow this. By the way, I should have played this move first to force the king in the corner. I just playing too fast. So we'll lose anyway, but the king should be forced to go here because now there's some lines where the rook can go there and he can sort of escape. Yeah, and this is what I mean. The king should probably not go this way, but I just realized it can't because of this, so that's something. Let's start with our check. I think we want to put the king in the corner. And then our king is actually kind of safe from the bishop. I mean, we're lost, but probably this. I can't take right away because just lose. This looks tempting, but it gets mated. Thank you, Mattis, for the 80 months. You know, that's a solid one, all right. Also, rook b4 is nearby. I think we got to take this. Have to try. There are many moves here. Bishop takes. I don't know. Probably other things work. We can take here, but with the bishop covering that, it feels like this is our better chance. This should be lost, but I wouldn't say it's completely lost. There's one thing that he plays h5 and plays g5, and then these two pawns, this bishop can't stop. But if he plays g5 and takes, then the bishop can stop both of them. You know what I mean? So let's see here. I think we kind of want to go into the center. I think we have to threaten this. There's a chance here. You just have to make the draw. I definitely didn't want to maybe lose the game. I thought about this for a sec, but yeah, it's always gonna be at least a draw. Anyway, almost got optimistic to win it at the end, but I think we did very well there, all things considered. Man, what was that game that Magnus played? It was very similar to this. I think it's against one of our guys, wasn't it? No, it was when he played for our team in PCL. He tricked someone. It was like an insane win. This game reminds me of that. Me and Magnus are two very, very similar players. Let's see here if we can find it. I don't think it's any of these. He's played a lot of rapid games. Denlaz. No, these are all like very high level. What were those PCL matches? I'm trying to remember. 10-2? I feel like it was this stuff. These are all 15-3. Here's more 10-2. This, I think. Yeah, Magnus, I think, was lost here. Okay, so Magnus is lost with black, completely dead. Very similar to the game we just played. And this was the game. And then all of a sudden, it was like, wait a minute. He might just win this. Yeah, I remember this. It was extremely similar theme where the bishop is like covering a pawn, but also supporting his a pawn, and the rook is kind of in trouble. Yep. Magnus and myself. As I said, two very, very similar guys. Someone said, did I see Fabi do the Dr. Lupo challenge? No, I have not. Does that exist? Did we start something? Fabi attempts the Dr. Lupo challenge. Okay, yep. Good stuff, good stuff. The Dr. Lupo challenge. Damn. Chess Bros out here just starting everything. Knight check, taking the white bishop. Why didn't I play knight check, taking the white bishop? Oh, we already talked about this in the game. I mean, well, that's the answer. We're down a pawn here. Takes. Then we remain down a pawn. If I take here, then I'm going to lose this pawn as well. So this was the only way that I could reliably take the b pawn because I have a check. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But this opening isn't good. This opening is only okay. So I think most of the variations that exist in this game or from this opening will be kind of have to make them work. Brute force. Nice to see the Lupo challenge. I think we're going to be heading over to kick now. I got my rapid games in. We managed to draw that game, so I would consider that almost a win. Very good result. That's right, Silverback. Maybe some duos if Creamy Lead Sauce is still around. We'll see. Might have to bring people to the Geo ban map again to end the week. Hello, Eddie. Let's go, Eddie. Hopefully CW comes over with us. I'm inclined to honor the 5 subs into a 50% marbles pack. If he has a macker. A matcher and a backer. Hey, see you, Ganjaman. Exclamation mark kick. Be streaming there a ton for the rest of the month and going forward. So make an account if you don't have one already. It's time to wind down. The Leafs game is in 3 hours, so we have exactly that much time, don't we? Exclamation mark kick. And most importantly, go Leafs.